What's up, my people? Just gonna give y'all a little update on my S10, known as Atmosfear. Compressed air, supercharged, big block Chevy in it. Of course, it's not in there yet. All right, so here she is. I'm steady getting some work done on it. Basically, all the front end is pretty much done. I still got to run brake lines, and I've got a fiberglass one-piece front end, well, two-piece really, because the hood's separate. That should be in this next week. I'll have to mount it, but I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. But everything's pretty much done up here, ready to get a motor in here pretty soon, which that'll be quick and easy because I've already built the headers, plates, everything. So it's just a matter of setting the motor in and finishing the wiring. On the inside, I've started the wiring, still got a little ways to go. Went ahead and put an optic armor front windshield in it. Just trying to get all the weight I can out of it because I know I'll be adding a little bit of weight here and there. So anywhere I can get weight off of it, I'm going to get weight off of it. So got that. And that is pretty nice because they have it where it was a beautiful drop-in fit. I just stuck it up there. It's not glued or anything yet. It's just setting up there on these magnets, holding it in place. But I got that done. As far as the inside, not a whole lot left to do on it. I've already got the floor cut out and stuff, so when I'm done, I can attach it to the bottom. I'm experimenting on what I want to do on the door. I've gutted this factory steel door to the maximum, and it's flimsy, but I've got some ideas that I think I can make that a lot more rigid without adding much weight to it. Back glass fitted, back of the bed fitted. Tubs are in. I just got to make the trim pieces that go from the edge to the bed because there's a gap in between there. I like doing it that way and then making a separate trim piece. So she's coming along. Whoa. What's that? Oh, shit. Another Big Wang. But I consider myself the king of Wang-a-lang. Because if y'all don't know, I think I may have been the very first small tire no prep car ever to run an element style wing years ago on my Mazda. Nobody else was running them back then. Not only that, I was running dual element wings, so I know I'm the first one to run dual element. This is a dual element, one element, two element. This wing is huge. This is the one that I've been running over the past year. I've had it on my Trans Am, I've had it on my Mustang. So now I modified it to fit my S10, which I did have to cut it a little bit shorter because it was extremely big on my Mustang and my Trans Am because it was 72 inches wide, and I had to cut it down so that it fits this the way I want it. It's 55 inches wide, I think. It's massive. Love it or hate it, I don't care because it works. That's why I run them. I've never had cars more stable since I started running these type of wings. So I'm going to continue to because they work. It's just another tool to a race car. Who cares what it looks like? Which I actually have, it's grown on me. I like them now. They don't bother me none at all. I like seeing all the killer wings and stuff. But I've got data on this type of wing. I know exactly what it does. I know how to set it up the proper way. And it's there. King Wang-a-lang. So right now I'm working to beef all of this up so that the bed can actually handle the load of the wing, because that wing will put down a tremendous amount of downforce. So I'm bracing all of this up, getting it all good. I'm gonna have two different setups for this truck: a prep track setup and then no prep setup. So for the no prep, I've got a factory steel tailgate that'll go on for no prep because I need a little extra weight back there. So I'm gonna put the factory tailgate on there. It's gonna open and shut all properly. Another cool thing about the tailgate is it's gonna allow me to add a little bit more weight on the very back so that I can keep this truck light but still be able to get some good rear percentages on it without adding a tremendous amount of weight. So the tailgate, for no prep, the tailgate is actually gonna go on and be open for no prep racing, and I'll actually have, which I've already made these battery mounts under here, but I'm just to cut those off. The batteries are actually going to be mounted on the tailgate along with the parachute. It's going to be mounted on the tailgate too. So that way I can get a little more weight further back. It's going to eventually have a carbon fiber bed cover on it. For prep racing, I do have a fiberglass bed skin that will go on there for prep racing, so I can cut all the weight down, and then instead of having the two batteries back there with a lot of weight for prep racing, I can handle more front end weight. So I actually have a battery tray up by the engine that I will actually put either my full size battery up there if I need more weight on the front, or I've got a lightweight lithium that I can put up there for maximum weight loss. So I'm still thinking this thing is going to come in super light. I haven't really added anything that's going to be a significant amount of weight. About the only perk thing that I put on here that adds a little bit of weight, which are not on here right now, is going to be the air jacks, but they're not heavy. They're not much over 5 pounds a piece, so maybe 20 extra pounds on here, but that's going to be worth it just to make it easy to work on and just quick and simple. If I'm at the track and I need to jack it up to get under it, make a suspension change, I can do that really easy. That's the battery tray up front that I will be using on any of my full radial prep stuff. But yeah, that's currently where I'm at now. It's moving pretty good. If I get this stuff back here done this weekend, everything else should start going pretty quick at that point, because I don't have any other major fabricating left other than this stuff here. So after I get that done, then I'm gonna pull the engine out of my Mustang, my 509, and I'm gonna put it in here. And then I just got my Linko drive transmission. It's ready to bolt in with a full billet aluminum converter that only weighs 21 pounds. Not 100% sure if it's perfect for this combination yet or not, but we're gonna try it anyway. But it was a 3-speed Linko drive, but I took the third gear off of it and changed the first gear, so it's a 148 first gear, 2-speed. I think that will be fine for as light as the truck is going to be. It's not going to need a whole bunch of gearing to get it moving. I really wanted, it had like a 126 and a 122 gear set with it, and I really wanted to use that in the transmission, but it was like some weird different spline rigs in those planetaries, and I couldn't actually use them. So I may end up trying to figure that out. So, because I really want a 120 something gear for the first gear, but I'll deal with that later. But anyway, this is where we're at. King Wang-a-lang, Atmosfear, compressed air, supercharged, S10 small tire, no prep rig. 509 big block Chevrolet, Brodex block, Brodex BB3X heads. This thing should be a monster, because this truck should come in close to 1,000 pounds lighter than my other no prep vehicles that I've been running. Because my Trans Am, it's 3,600 plus pounds. My Mustang, when I have ballast on it, it's 3,600 pounds. And this thing should come in at well under 2,600. Matter of fact, it should come in 2,300 race ready is what I'm guessing. So if it does, it's going to be insane, because what I've been able to do with my other two cars is pretty impressive for the weight that I've carried on those cars. Because both of them have been mid to top contenders most everywhere that I've went. They're always in the field and not a duck by no means. So I'm interested to see what this thing is going to do, because wow, I just can't wrap my head around having something this light. So anyway, I'll let y'all know when I get some more progress, get the motor and stuff set in there. So for now, this is it.